Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, money always slips away? Like it appears for a moment, then disappears, leaving you wondering where it all went? What if I told you that there are 3 secret words, simple, powerful, and ancient in their vibration, that can completely shift how money flows into your life? These aren't just random affirmations. They carry a deep energetic frequency that speaks directly to your subconscious mind, the part of you that quietly decides whether you attract wealth or push it away. Most people believe money only comes through effort, struggle, and constant hustle. But here's something few ever realize. Your words are energy. Every time you speak, you create a vibration that shapes your reality. And when you repeat the right words with emotion, your energy changes. Your mindset changes. And the universe begins to respond in ways that seem almost magical. In this video, you're going to discover the 3 secret words that many ancient teachings, spiritual mentors, and even some of the world's most successful people quietly understood. Words that, when spoken with intention, can start opening the gates of financial flow effortlessly. We'll explore why these words work, not just on a spiritual level, but on a psychological one too. You'll learn how your brain rewires itself when it hears powerful phrases, how your subconscious begins to accept a new identity, and how that identity naturally attracts opportunities, ideas, and resources that align with abundance. I'll also reveal the right way to use these words. Because if you repeat them without understanding their deeper meaning, they won't work the way they're meant to. But when you say them correctly, with feeling, belief, and the right timing, they can create a shift that feels almost instant. And here's something that might surprise you: many people who have used these words started noticing unusual coincidences within just days. Unexpected refunds. Job offers. Clients appearing out of nowhere. Or simply a calm confidence that made money decisions easier than ever before. You'll also learn what not to do, because there are mistakes that block your energy even if you're saying the words daily. Most people fall into these traps without realizing it, keeping abundance just out of reach. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to avoid them and allow your natural flow of wealth to return. So stay with me till the very end, because the 3rd word, the most powerful of all, has the potential to reprogram how you see yourself and how the universe responds to you. If you've ever felt stuck, tired of trying, or just curious whether something this simple could truly work, then this video might be the missing key you've been waiting for. Welcome to Bright Mind Within, where we uncover hidden truths about mindset, energy, and the unseen forces that shape your reality. If you're ready to unlock your inner power and transform your financial energy, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell, because what you're about to discover could change the way you attract money forever. Most people believe that the reason money doesn't flow easily is because of their job, their business, or the economy. But the truth is, it's rarely about those outer things. The real reason often lives inside us, in our thoughts, emotions, and silent beliefs about what we deserve. Your mind is like a magnet. Whatever you think and feel most of the time becomes the signal you send to the world. If your inner voice constantly says, "It's hard to make money," or "I never have enough," then that becomes the energy you live in. And that energy draws more lack. Not because life is cruel, but because the universe simply reflects what you believe to be true. As Wanderer's Calling explains, the universe doesn't respond to words alone, it responds to vibration. When you feel anxious or doubtful about money, that vibration blocks the natural flow that's already trying to reach you. You could be working twice as hard, but if your energy says, "I'm broke," you'll keep attracting situations that confirm it. Steve Pavlina, one of the early voices in personal development, often wrote that wealth begins in consciousness. He said, "You can't outperform your self-image." That means if deep down you believe that money is difficult or that wealth belongs only to certain people, you'll subconsciously sabotage any chance of abundance, no matter how good the opportunity looks. So, before trying to fix what's outside, you must first align what's inside. Shift the story you tell yourself about money. Begin to see it as something natural, friendly, and flowing. When your mind accepts that abundance is normal for you, your outer world starts to match it. The change doesn't start with work, it starts with thought, belief, and emotion working together. The moment you begin to repeat powerful words, something subtle starts happening inside your mind. It's not just about saying them, it's about giving your thoughts a new direction. This is the essence of a mindset shift. As shared on Medium, affirmations act like gentle instructions to your subconscious. Every repetition plants a seed, slowly replacing old patterns of fear and limitation with new beliefs of possibility and abundance. When you speak the same words again and again, your brain begins to accept them as truth. This is how your inner reality starts to shift. But it's important to understand, affirmations themselves are not magic spells. They don't work simply because you said them 100 times. Their real power lies in what they awaken inside you. As Self Magazine once explained, affirmations act as a mental trigger, signaling your thoughts and emotions to align in one direction. They prepare your mind to notice opportunities, make confident choices, and feel worthy of what you desire. Think of your mind as a compass. Each time you repeat a phrase filled with belief and emotion, you're turning that compass toward a new destination. But if you say the words with doubt, fear, or mechanical habit, the compass doesn't move. The key is to feel the meaning behind what you say. Feel the abundance as if it's already here. Feel the gratitude, the confidence, the peace. When emotion joins repetition, your vibration rises. Your body relaxes, your thoughts quiet down, and you begin to sense that money, ideas, and support are already on their way. The repetition becomes a bridge, connecting your current reality with the one you wish to create. That's the real secret behind affirmations. They teach your mind to believe before it sees. Now, let's uncover the 3 secret words that have the power to transform your financial energy. I am abundance. At first glance, these words might seem simple, almost ordinary. But within them lies a deep vibration, a declaration that reshapes how your mind, body, and energy respond to the world around you. The first word, I, is where everything begins. It's not just a word, it's a statement of ownership. When you say I, you are claiming your identity. You are recognizing yourself as the source of your own power. Most people speak as if life happens to them. But when you start with I, you're saying, I create. I decide. I attract. It's a reminder that you are not separate from abundance, you are the one who allows it or blocks it. The second word, AM, is the bridge between thought and reality. It anchors your identity in the present moment. AM doesn't point to the past or future, it says, this is who I am right now. When you declare I am, you are shaping your existence in this very instant. Every time you use these 2 words together, your subconscious takes it as truth. It doesn't argue or doubt, it simply begins to adjust your reality to match the statement. And then comes the final word, abundance. This is the frequency of more than enough, the vibration of overflow, gratitude, and joy. Saying it opens your energy to receive, rather than chase. It shifts your focus from scarcity to possibility. When you speak all 3 words together, I am abundance, you are sending a powerful message to your mind and to the universe, this is me now. I am ready. I am open. And in that moment, something within you begins to align with the flow of wealth itself. Here's how to turn these 3 words into a daily practice that truly works. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone or think about your to-do list, take a deep breath and softly say the words I am abundance. Repeat them slowly, about 10 to 15 times. Don't rush through them. Feel each word as it moves through your breath. After every repetition, pause for a moment. Let the meaning sink into you. Let your body absorb the feeling that these words bring. When you breathe in, imagine you're inhaling abundance, new opportunities, new ideas, unexpected blessings. When you breathe out, imagine releasing all tension, fear, and worry about money. Let each repetition become a gentle rhythm between receiving and letting go. At night, do the same practice before you sleep. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and repeat I am abundance. But this time, visualize it. See the results already happening. Imagine opening your banking app and seeing the numbers rise. Picture a payment you've been waiting for suddenly arriving. Feel the calm of knowing that everything is already taken care of. The more you connect emotion to these words, the stronger their effect becomes. But remember, these affirmations are not meant to replace action, they're meant to activate it. Think of them as the spark that opens the flow. When you feel abundant inside, you naturally start taking small, smart steps that match that vibration. You might suddenly feel inspired to organize your finances, start a new idea, or make a decision you've been delaying. The energy you build through these words begins to show up in your choices. So, say the words with breath, believe in them with heart, and let your daily actions become the proof of your new mindset. This simple ritual can quietly transform the way money moves in your life. One of the biggest mistakes people make with affirmations is repeating them while secretly doubting them. You can say, "I am abundance" 100 times, but if inside you're thinking, "I don't believe this," or "if only this were true," your energy sends out mixed signals. As explained by Hush Your Mind, the subconscious doesn't respond to the words, it responds to the feeling behind them. When your heart says one thing and your words say another, the two energies cancel each other out. It's like pressing the gas and brake at the same time, you go nowhere. Another common trap is expecting instant results. People try these affirmations once or twice and think, "Why isn't it working yet?" But the truth is, nothing in nature blooms overnight. Even when you plant a seed, you can't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. The same goes for your mindset. These words begin to shift your vibration quietly, layer by layer. The change happens as you build consistency and belief, not through impatience or testing. It's also easy to fall into the habit of saying the words mechanically, like reciting a line from memory without any emotion. But the real magic isn't in the sound of the words, it's in the energy they carry. When you say, "I am abundance" with feeling, your body softens, your heart expands, and your energy aligns. When you say it out of routine, it becomes just noise. So, whenever you use these affirmations, pause and check in with yourself. Are you feeling the truth behind them? Are you allowing the emotion of abundance to fill your heart? The moment you shift from saying to feeling, from hoping to knowing, that's when the energy begins to move, and that's where real manifestation begins. When money begins to flow effortlessly, it doesn't always arrive as a sudden windfall, it often starts with small, subtle shifts. You might notice opportunities appearing where before there were none. A friend mentions a new project that perfectly suits you. A payment you'd forgotten about suddenly clears. Or maybe, for the first time in a long while, you simply feel calm when you think about money. The pressure begins to lift, and decisions that once felt heavy become easier to make. That's what effortless flow feels like: clarity, lightness, and quiet confidence replacing the old tension and doubt. You may still be working, creating, or making plans, but the energy behind your actions will feel different. Instead of chasing or forcing results, you start to act from inspiration. You feel nudged, guided, as if the next step is showing itself naturally. That's because when your inner world aligns with abundance, the outer world begins to match that vibration. The right people, timing, and circumstances seem to appear without struggle. Work feels smoother. Ideas flow more freely. Even challenges feel easier to handle. And in those moments when money shows up, no matter how big or small, pause and give thanks. Gratitude is what keeps the flow alive. When you appreciate even the smallest financial blessing, you signal to the universe that you are aware, open, and ready for more. Each thank you multiplies the energy that brought it to you. It tells your subconscious, "I am provided for. I am supported." Gratitude doesn't just attract more, it changes your relationship with what you already have. It replaces worry with peace and scarcity with trust. When you live in that state, money becomes what it was always meant to be, a tool, not a burden, and it flows to you with ease and grace. There was once a woman named Sarah, an ordinary person working a regular job, constantly worried about money. Every month felt like a race against time, bills, rent, and unexpected expenses always seemed to arrive together. She had tried budgeting, saving, and side jobs, but nothing really changed how she felt inside. One day, while listening to a talk about mindset and energy, she decided to try something simple: repeating the words "I am abundance." It felt strange at first, almost silly, but she promised herself she'd do it every day for a week, just to see what would happen. The first few days didn't bring any big change, but something inside her began to shift. She noticed that the heavy feeling of fear started to fade. By the end of the week, she realized she wasn't waking up with anxiety anymore. Instead of saying, "I can't afford that," she began thinking, "How can I make this happen?" That one change in thought opened new ideas she hadn't noticed before. A few days later, an old friend called her unexpectedly and offered a small freelance project. It wasn't life-changing money, but it came at the perfect time. Sarah smiled, not because she was suddenly rich, but because she saw proof that energy was beginning to move. That tiny event made her believe a little more, so she kept going. Over the next few weeks, she didn't just receive more opportunities, she started making better choices. She stopped buying out of fear, began saving naturally, and trusted herself more. The world around her hadn't changed overnight, but her mindset had. She felt lighter, calmer, and supported. And that inner peace was worth more than any quick fortune. It became the foundation for everything else that followed. Now it's your turn to experience the power of these words for yourself. For the next 7 days, make a simple commitment. Each morning and each night, say the words "I am abundance." Say them out loud, slowly, and with feeling. Don't rush. Let the sound vibrate through you. Notice how your body feels as you speak them. Notice the small changes, your mood, your thoughts, your confidence. This isn't about watching your bank account instantly transform, it's about shifting the energy inside you that decides what's possible. As you move through these 7 days, stay curious. Some days you might feel powerful and aligned, other days, it might feel ordinary or even challenging. That's all part of the process. Real change doesn't explode into your life overnight, it builds quietly, moment by moment. The more you repeat the words with faith and calm, the more your subconscious begins to accept them as truth. It's like tuning an instrument, you adjust, listen, and gradually bring it into harmony. Be patient with yourself. Transformation is not about speed, it's about depth. Even if you don't see immediate results, trust that something invisible is shifting within you. You're planting seeds of abundance, and those seeds are taking root. And as you do this practice, remember something important: you are worthy of abundance. You don't have to prove it or earn it through struggle. It's your natural state of being. You are already enough, already deserving, already capable of receiving. Let these words remind you of that truth every single day. For 7 days, stay committed, stay open, and observe what unfolds. Sometimes the smallest internal shift creates the biggest external change. You are ready for this, and abundance is already on its way to meet you. So, let's bring it all together. You've now learned the 3 secret words: I am abundance. When you repeat them with true feeling, you begin to shift your mindset. And when that new mindset is combined with small, inspired actions, something powerful happens: money starts to flow more freely into your life. Not through luck or chance, but because your inner world has changed, and your outer world naturally follows. Remember, it's not just about saying the words, it's about feeling them. Let each repetition remind you of who you truly are, someone worthy of wealth, peace, and ease. If you try this for the next few days, pay attention to how you feel, what thoughts arise, and what new opportunities show up. You can even share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else who needs this message today. And if this video helped you, if it made you see money and abundance in a new way, then give it a like and subscribe to our channel, Bright Mind Within, for more simple but powerful teachings that awaken your inner potential. Start now. Don't wait for the perfect time. Speak the words, feel the shift, and watch the flow of abundance begin.